Right, hello. So I'll be just streaming some Stronghold Crusader today. I've got a bit of a cold, but shouldn't affect my voice too much at the moment. It's more just sort of coughing everywhere and sort of not enjoying food and everything the last few days. But so hopefully YouTube notifies people I'm actually on. So this is obviously the definitive edition of Stronghold Crusader that's coming out. I'm just going to turn the audio down a bit for that'll be the sound effects volume, won't it? With the sort of people going as they're hit by arrows and that. That's better. So right, say cool. You got your laptop today. My mum got a new laptop the other day because her old one was going wrong, so I helped her pick one and then set it all up for her yesterday, which took quite a bit of time doing all the initial setup and that, but it's working well and she likes it, so that's good. It was sort of like a low-end gaming one. She's not using it for gaming, but obviously with how power and bloaty sort of hungry Windows is now, you almost need a gaming laptop or a gaming PC just for running Windows. So yeah, I can't remember which brand was it. Was it Lenovo? But it was one that I think it's coming to the end of the line of that particular laptop. So every company that's got them in at the moment, or most retailers that have got them in, have like reduced them in price quite a lot. So they're down to about 600 to 700 quid new with most retailers. And for like and it could play stuff like this on it as well. And that's good, yeah. Like I said, as long as it works, yeah, exactly. Right, so I'm going to move in on that KF. Oh shit, that guy's sending a shitload of swordsmen. How many do we reckon he's got there? A lot. Right, let's get some more cavalry archers ready. I mean, my wall should be able to deal with that, but yeah, that's a bit of a lot of swordsmen out of nowhere. Oh, can I set that thing on fire there stood by? Just move that one. Yeah, oh, nice. Bad place for him to stand his men. Excellent. Watch them sizzle. So yeah, this will probably end up being my game of the year, just because, again, a bit like the Oblivion remaster, a game from back when lots of games were way better than they are today. Made to look a lot nicer, lots of new quality of life features, new units and content added. Yeah. Although again, when I've upgraded the GPU in it since when I bought it as well, so it's currently a 3090 in there. A fairly old Ryzen 3 950X, is it? I can't remember now. But one of the high-end Ryzen CPUs, or it was like one of the best CPUs on the entire market when I got it. Now it's not even in the top 20 or whatever, but yeah, load of RAM. Alright, how's my food doing? I ought to really put the stone now on probably auto sell. Let's auto sell it to 60. Again, auto sell is such a nice feature they've added in this version. Can I expand that stockpile a bit? Yeah, and another good thing in this is you can build over the top of where people are walking. Whereas one of the really annoying things in old Stronghold was that you couldn't place a building down if people were currently walking in that square. Yeah, it fares me very well. Yeah, I'm much more into PCs than consoles. I do have a PS5, but during a PS4 gen I didn't have a console at all. But yeah, I'm much more into PC games and like mods and all the stuff like that. So yeah, very much so. Right, my population. I could probably get a load of chapels and boost my popularity using religion as well. I don't need to particularly place those anywhere, because it's the priest that's the important thing for the chapel, not the building itself. So what I'm going to do with these chapels is build them in like a grid, and then in the centre I can put a load of good things, which boost morale, but that way the people can't physically go and sit next to them. So although they still slow down a bit by you building the good things. Right, how many across is that? Yeah, I can do 2 of these across, so let's just do. So, yeah, at least a good thing with doing it that way is, although your units, your like villagers or whatever work, the peasants work 25% slower, they do, your units get a damage bonus, and your get a plus whatever to popularity depending on how many positive buildings you built, but I've only got enough +1 on the moment on my fear factor. Right, Rich, I imagine you'll be quite interested in this, the definitive edition of Stronghold Crusader. Now it's out. I've been waiting all year for this as soon as they announced it, and then yeah, it was refreshing the Steam page non-stop around the time it was meant to come out. Bought it pretty much, you know, on the minute or so it went live, and I've played shitloads of it, even though I've not been feeling great. This actually cheered me up quite a bit from my cold yesterday when it actually dropped and I was able to start playing it. So yeah, that's why I've not done a load of videos recently, was obviously back end of last week it was really bloody hot and I didn't feel well because of how hot it was. Then I was at work at the weekends and that was horrible, with just, you know, like working in 35 Celsius or whatever the temperature ended up being, you know, because it was the outside temperature and then even hotter where I work. And then yeah, last couple of days I've been quite busy and feeling under the weather, because obviously I think at some point I just picked up an infection. But yeah, having all the quality of life features in this is excellent, Rich, that, you know, were not in the originals. It's just a lot easier to play and do stuff, and obviously it looks really, really nice. Because I kept seeing idiots in the comments going, oh no, it looks just like they've put AI, like, upscaling on things, it looks awful. It's like, no it doesn't, it's clearly redrawn sort of stuff. Let's move those fire ballistas up slightly. I'll be sending another huge load of swordsmen, look. Yeah, alright Rajiv. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Like I said, this was basically, I think, was going to be my game of the year. Because that Robocop DLC comes out in a couple of days, but I'm not going to get that Robocop DLC till... Oh, my popularity's going down, where's that? Until I've, like, had a really long chance playing. So, out of food. Right, I could do more bakeries, couldn't I? What I can do just with my market is, because there's auto buy and all that, which is really useful in this now, set it so it always keeps a minimum, say, of 20 meat in. That way I can, you know, just because I've got so much money coming in, I can stop worrying about my granary totally empty out because of that reason. Sell off most of those bows for now. Oh, it's at the sell threshold already, isn't it? Do I want to actually put a top cap on wood? Yeah, probably. Because, right, now let's tell the wood that I don't want it to ever go over 200 wood now. Because, yeah, I was surprised just how many trees there were on this map. And I've also made shitloads of woodcutters because of the fact that I wanted to clear certain areas of the map so I could then build on them. I might as well build a quarry there, actually, because I haven't got a quarry set up there. Might need some more housing in a minute. Oh, wood needed. Yeah, because I just sold off all my wood. That would have been helpful, wouldn't it, to have actually kept a little bit. And that's because I got so many Fletchers. They're just like locusts going onto the yeah, thing. actually, what I might do is... So to buy wood is 20, yeah. So if I just put the auto buy to the wood to about, let's say, 60. Because the interesting thing is, you can actually buy in wood, and then, like, build bows and crossbows and things, sell them and still make a profit. So with some of the stuff it's worth doing that, because with auto buy and auto sell you can actually just make your stockpiles work pretty efficiently, where you don't have to constantly think about doing stuff with them, which is really nice in this one. Like I said, auto buy is such a good quality of life feature, because you don't have to constantly think, oh, do I need to sell a bulk of this off or whatever, or... Let's move up some of those fire ballistas. I want to try and take out this first Caliph fairly soon. Now, one thing they have nerfed in this, because they've nerfed a load of exploits, but the only thing they've nerfed I don't really like is fire ballistas can't shoot over walls now. Because so if I do that, they won't shoot. Whereas originally, fire ballistas could obviously shoot over walls. And I kind of understand why they've done it, because it's designed so I guess you can't use them like sort of an arc shot. So they can shoot over walls at things the level of the wall or higher. So for example, at that keep they can shoot at. And they can shoot at guys in towers. But they can't now, you can't essentially arc a shot down on a building behind a wall, if that makes sense. His economy is totally fucked now. Yeah, and my thing's going good with my bread now. Have I got stone set to auto sell? Yeah, right. All my resources are auto managed now, so that's fine. Actually, I'm going to take the auto thing off the meat. Because I might as well put the auto thing, if I need it, on, say, the bread, just because I'm already buying that in, because otherwise the meat, they'll eat the meat, and it'll constantly buy more in, whereas with the bread... yeah, so let's do... I don't want to auto sell the bread, auto buy... Let's just put it up to, say, 50, 60-ish, that would be fine. I'm already on double rations, though, saying that. With my popularity, I'm still getting +8 in, so I could put that down to just extra rations. Do I have enough room there? Oh, I have just enough room there to build another little farm. So yeah, I've got enough bakeries. What was my popularity of religion? +5. I could build some more churches and get even higher religious bonus. Chapels even. Oh, I've not done it on the grid properly. There we go, and now we'll do another load of good things in there. So yeah, that Russian Geiger counter was quite interesting. I got and did a video on today. Because again, funnily enough, stolen Russian property, although it's, I think that one isn't actually a domestic one, in the sense I think that's like an English language export, at least like on the front of it. Although it's still, oh yeah, they won't actually be able to get at the inner churches there, will they? So I need to delete those now. There we go. So, yeah, can place even more plant pots in there. But yeah, Stronghold's really fun because it's both a city builder and an RTS. So you have a much more interesting sort of economy style system to Stronghold than, you know, like a lot of the similar RTS games where you have a much more basic economic system. Right, so although my priests keep trying to bless people that are walking out from there and then getting killed. Yeah, like I was saying, it's really useful with the shortcuts on this one, because I can, say, buy a load of engineers and just have them walk over there with a rally point using a shortcut, or like the archers, put a rally point now for archers over here, and then start buying some and just, you know, getting them to go there without having to manually click on things or double press buttons to then, you know, build a load of archers and being able to control click build loads of units is a lot more sort of less taxing on your finger than spam clicking like you used to have to do in old Stronghold. And that's how we get a tower, then get a load of archers onto his own wall. And I could also do laddermen, but siege towers are pretty good. Do I need any more housing? Might need a bit more housing though. Yeah, being able to build over yes, +7 religion now. Being able to build over people walking about is so much of a good quality of life feature. What I mean by that is that you can actually, you know, like with civilians, they don't block you from building stuff as they're just wandering about. The reason I'm just building a wall here is because I want to build a load more of the good things, and I don't want the people to be able to, you know, walk into them and keep sort of, you know, like relaxing by them. So if I do that, then people can't physically get to the stuff I'm going to place inside. Right. No, I did a wrong pattern. I'll just spam click these. I can't be bothered to do them neatly now, but I just wanted to get a load more placed down just to keep my fear factor easily over at the +5. Now, did you get ghosts in Stronghold Crusader? Because I know in the original Stronghold, is it the shrine, when you place that down, it makes ghosts start wandering around your castle. So we'll have to see now if we see any like little ghostly figures walking about. But I don't know if that was a thing in Crusader or it was only in the original Stronghold. I'm just going to do the pop-out chat in case we'll close the chat and reopen it, because I don't know if anybody said anything after Rajiv, and that's the problem with these is, obviously, I don't know if the chat's broken or not. Like I said, on desktop streams it's not as bad for refreshing it, it's just the mobile ones always seem a bit dodgy. Right, anyway, I need to get a load more archers up, don't I? That was what I was planning on doing first. Test, yeah, that was working. Rich, thanks. Oh shit, yeah, he's got a pitch ditch. Oh, a lot of them still made it to the wall. I've got a load more to send in a minute when the fire dies down. Right, good. That's this guy pretty much killed. The archers will eventually just plink his lord to death anyway. So yeah, then I can just focus on the one over there after this. And I can actually expand lots of agriculture or whatever out into this bit of the map if I want to as well. But to take this one out, I'll probably just move a huge amount of fire ballistas forwards. And then just do a similar thing. Siege tower one of the walls and move up loads of men onto it. But yeah, let's get this one finished off. He's at half health now. Might as well start building. Oh, another nice thing is you don't have to keep clicking the little icon again, and you just right click to cancel what you want to do. So that's again a really nice. You don't have to hurt your fingers as much, because again, if you've got a load of engineers and you want to start building a huge amount of siege engines, you don't want to keep click and then clicking like the icon for it again, clicking the icon. Right, he's nearly dead. Good. Which colour's that one? Is he the orange one? Yeah, so the yellow one's farms I'd still need to take out. Yeah, nearly that. Yeah. Sending a load more archers again. Oh, my granary's full. I can go back to double rations, I guess. Right, he's dealt with. Right, good. Okay, so let's move those fire ballistas all forwards. But yeah, the good thing now, it means I can start sort of eating into more of the map. They also let you change your colour in this one, where in the original Crusader you're always red, and in the first Stronghold you're always blue. But in this one, same with the other Definitive Edition Stronghold, for single player games, it just lets you pick which colour you want to be. So green's quite good, because in any place it's sandy, it's really obvious where you are as the player. Let's move their rally point again. Right, I want to do a test in a minute and find out how close I can get to his ship before they start shooting at me with their ballistas at the front and everything. But if I put a control group on these horse archers, I can micromanage them a bit. Alright, Peach, hope you're alright. You ever played any Stronghold? Because the definitive edition for this has come out as of yesterday, and I was really looking forward to this, and it is amazing. Because again, a bit like the Oblivion remaster sort of remake thing, quite often these sort of things are much more fun, I think, than even modern games, because they came from a more civilized time of gaming sort of thing. I mean, yeah, in this game, horse archers I think is still the best unit in the game if you've got a huge economy to support them. Right, good, that's his stuff dealt with there mostly. Right, let's move all my siege engines towards that. All the archers. Yeah, but your entire south wall's basically exposed to me now, mate. Yeah, I thought with this stream as well, I don't know if it'll make a difference, I thought I'd just call it Weapons and Stuff is Live, a bit like the regular live streams are when you do it on a phone, rather than just putting the name of the game in. Because when I do the streams where I name what the game is, people always ask anyway what you're playing because they don't read. And also, I think a lot of the people probably see the notification and don't look what channel it is. So I thought if I try this, it might get more people actually watching on a... that's, you know, obviously YouTube still has to send out a notification, but I thought this way at least, you know, it might get more people on. I don't know. Right, let's move all those to there again. Right, yeah, he's basically got no defences left, other than his walls and that, I mean, but he's got no, sort of people on his towers. Oh good, he's got a big fire raging inside. It looks like he probably doesn't have many archers actually on his keep, so when my next lot of archers arrive... Just get another siege tower up. That's pretty much all his men dead now, isn't it? Get my guys back on the gatehouse so I can send all the horsemen in. And we'll see what the next map is. I'm just at the moment doing the classic Crusader trail, but there's at least one new campaign. No, there's 2 new campaigns. Another new Crusader trail. A co-op campaign as well. Right, so I lost 219 men, but I killed 1,196 men there. This particular battle lasted 29 years, apparently. The funny thing is, if you end up spending ages in this trail, you get to pass the year 2000 by the end of it, which is really funny. So, you know, it could be things going on modern day. Made a lot more money than those guys. Oh, 1 versus 4 rats. Yeah, that should be quite interesting. Right, I normally always put the game speed right down to begin with on single player, so I can plan out my buildings without being harassed by the enemy. Right, let's do a bread-based economy. So we'll put the granary over there. And while I won't get a load of men for doing it, I'm just going to get a load of horse archers up at the beginning, because at least that way more wood is needed. Oh no. Oh, at least the market's free, isn't it, in this? They've changed that rather than 5 wood or whatever it used to be, seeing as everybody needs a market in this. So, get the market. Sell all the stone for now, because I don't really need it. Get absolutely loads of horse archers just as a defensive measure. Right. I need wood. That was what I was going to buy. Right, put the game on proper speed again. Oh, I need a woodcutter as well, don't I? Doing. Is there any more trees? Not many there, so this is going to be one of those maps without a lot of trees, isn't it? Alright, yeah. So I'll probably just have to buy in wood as I need it. But once I get my, whatchamacallem, bakeries and mills and everything running on this, it shouldn't be an issue. Might as well move the horse archers actually as far down as about there, that way they can harass that area of the map as well. Right, let's put an auto buy order on the wood. Let's keep it about 58 cents. Right, so let's get a mill running, so I can start getting wheat and then some bakeries, so I can obviously bake some bread. There we go. So our horse archer should be doing absolutely fine holding there. I could put a patrol order on them, and then that way they don't stand completely still, which makes them more useful because they can shoot on the move, but it makes it harder for enemy archers to hit them. Yeah. Oh, I'm out of food, sire. Right, let me put an auto buy order in on bread as well. Now I've actually got bread being made, but if I put the auto buy, say, for 20 bread, that way once my food economy is going properly, I shouldn't have many issues. Keeping that going, alright. Okay, so we don't really have any resources, do we, on my area of the map, so I want to obviously, yeah, get the first enemy knocked out and sort of really dominate the middle of the map fairly soon. But I can, because bread's a good source of income, I can get some tax going. Oh, actually, I'll get a cathedral, and that's used up most of my money, but that gives me a good bonus. Right, now let's put just the taxes on low, so we've at least got some of that. But yeah, there's something I really like about isometric graphics like this, compared to 3D. Obviously it depends on the type of game you're playing and everything, but I think with something like you know, RTS games, I think they specifically look really good in stuff like this. The other thing I like with Stronghold is the scale of everything looks right. So a house looks about the size of a house, you know, mill looks like a mill. You know, the little workshops look quite small. But, you know, everything looks quite well to scale. Whereas in a lot of games, you obviously get the thing where things, you know, just quite often don't look right on sort of size scales. Let me just turn the taxes off a second, just so I get up to 100 popularity, and then I'll put them back on. If I get even more bakeries, seeing as I've got enough flour starting to pile up now. What I'm going to do is the auto buy order on that is about 20 or something, wasn't it? So I might as well sell a load of that and get I will get what? Oh, I can attack with monks because monks are very cheap. How good they are. And then I'll just need to get a few horse archers to cover them for a bit. Actually, I probably won't even need to do that if I'll just attack that the north side of his castle. He's not got many archers there, so although I'll lose a load of monks, I should still make it through. I'll do another wave of them in a second. Oh, I can get slingers, can't I, as well? I don't use those very often, but yeah. Slingers are probably worth getting a load of because they're cheap. getting ready to attack now. That's alright, I think my horse archers there are doing their job well enough. Right, need more gold again. Sell 200 bread, there we go. And use that to buy absolutely loads of slingers. Yeah, that bakery system's working well. If I get another church, sorry, a church, because I only got a cathedral at the moment. Alright, hi. So this is one of my favourite games ever made, and it's finally had a remaster, Stronghold Crusader. So this is a definitive edition. So it's, you know, got nice new graphics that can go up to 4K, some more units, lots of quality of life features that weren't in the old version. Right, let's move these guys in anyway. There should be enough slingers there that I can actually take out most of his archers. Right, hopefully I've got enough men there to deal with all of those. Yeah, that's the scribe. There is a higher res model they did make for the definitive editions, but I've got it set to the retro scribe. Right, okay, now I can actually focus on taking over more of the map now, because I can hold them further away, all the other guys' men. Oh, I've got, what is that, one spear? Oh, it's because I got it from his armory, didn't I? So say, why would I randomly got, yeah. You get different ones for the different AI lords. I was joking with one of my friends a while ago. They should have done a somebody could have modded this to have a Ukraine sort of one, and you could have a message from Prigozhin, Shoigu Gerasimov, and just sort of stick the video into the bottom of the screen. Right. Okay, cool. I've actually got some decent economy stuff going now, haven't I? I might as well just actually put extra rations on, stick some taxes on, get a church sort of a cathedral for another immediate happiness bonus, get a chapel as well, then I'll start getting more religion stuff, and I can put the tax up even more. Right, I'm going to get the horse archers now into the middle of the map, because I want to start trying to take this bit of the map and then holding it. Right, okay, that's probably a good place to hold now. So what I want to do is start, well, I can actually get access to trees again now, can't I? So let's get some more woodcutters, so I can actually start my own arms industry up properly. Right, more space for farming. Oh, I might as well make ale, actually, if I've got this much farm space. Right, so hops. Build some more housing. Doesn't really matter, I've got a lot of space to build on this map. Right, good rate. Oh, my granary's full. I guess I'll have to put up my food production rate then, won't I? And then put the taxes up as well. How's my popularity going to be if I do that? +3 still. Okay. Although it's not the best economical way of doing it, what I'm just going to do for now is... Actually, let's sell off a load of that bread. So if I sell... Yeah, there we go. That's a load of bread sold off. That gives me a load of money to spend. And then... Let me just... Until I get wood regularly coming in, let's buy 25 bows. That's 700 odd. I need to get a barracks as well, don't I? Is there anywhere I can build a quarry? I can there now, can't I? So, yeah. I mostly want that iron, though. It's not very good land for placing the iron mines. It's actually it looks like you've got iron there, but you can barely place any iron mines because of the sort of terrain jaggedness. Anyway, now I'll buy 15 stone for now. Barracks. Again, having rally points in this definitive edition is a really nice feature because old version didn't have rally points. You had to just build a load of men and then order them in a group where you wanted them. There's the biggest swarm of them there, so just careful about that a second. Right, good. That should be that bit held for quite a while now, easily. Yeah. Okay, so I can now properly focus on... Oh yeah, I've got all my breweries are all in action. So let's make a couple of inns. And then that will mean my people start getting drunk, which makes them happy. Yeah, again, because the old one, you could get the original Stronghold, at least a HD sort of slight remake they did of it, remaster, as in, like, you know, they made a version more compatible for modern PCs a while ago. You could at least do 1080p in that, but it was very stretched, because obviously I think originally it was a game, you know, it was a game from 2001, so it wasn't, and it was built with 4x3 monitors in mind, whereas obviously this one has been ground up, done to be, you know, really nice drawn sort of things. Again, another game like this that looks really nice in 4K is the Command & Conquer remaster for the exact same reason. Seeing, like, you know, all hand-drawn stuff again for... Can I get any more iron mines down there? One there. I want to kill his random ox tether he's got up there, because that's really annoying and in the way. Look how many drunks I've got, look. All of them staggering around. But yeah, my popularity now, with all of the inns and everything else, I've still got plus 11 happiness. Even crueler taxes, but that still gives me a +1 thing. If I build more churches or chapels, I'll get even more popular. Although, oh, my bread supply is going down a bit now, isn't it? I need to build more bakeries. Again, the reason I really like Stronghold is it's because it's both an RTS game and a city builder, so it's got a much more in-depth kind of city building economic aspect than a lot of RTS games have. And the RTS aspects are good enough in it that could probably... I'm getting too many hops in, really, aren't I? I need more breweries. Oh, and I need to set the iron to auto sell because I'm not going to bother. So again, auto selling is such a nice feature in this remaster because you can actually not micro your economy as much because you can have stuff buy and sell in rather than constantly having to do it yourself. I might as well build another couple of windmills as well to get more of that because I'm getting yeah, my wheat. Yeah, again, bread is the most efficient thing in this game because it's the longest in the supply chain. You need the wheat fields, you need the mills, and then you need bakeries compared to, say, just having a cheese farm or an apple orchard. But the actual rate then that you can put out from them is insane. So again, that's why let's get a load of churches up. Now I'm going to need more houses now because that should do. But I think now, shall tell you what, because of that, I'll put the taxes down slightly, put the rations down slightly. My popularity should still buff out positively, yeah. Ale coverage is actually 100%. I can put the taxes up one more then. Oh yeah, I built a quarry as well, didn't I? Oh yeah, let's sell off all that stone. And then I'll set it to auto sell the stone. Oh, have I got too much, what do you call it now, for my stockpile space? Yeah. I need to probably, let's get the spearman out of the way. Let's get, being able to build on top of, like where your villagers are walking around is really useful as well. In the old stronghold you couldn't do that. Yeah. Yeah, you cram 8 people in a hovel like that. Right, but yeah, I was just thinking, so I'm still getting ale, aren't I, at a faster rate than I'm using it up. So I've got 5 inns, and yeah, so what was they, stack 2 barrels at a time, yeah, and they go down pretty slow, the flagons of ale. So I will set it to sell down to, let's auto sell when I get more than 20 ale, there we go. And let's just build some more breweries because I can see my hops piling up there. Right, I could do my own weapons production, but as I'm getting so much money coming in from various sources, I might as well just rely on mercenaries. And what better than just making a shitload of horse archers? Although that's the fastest way of just draining your economy down because of how insanely expensive horse archers are compared to almost every other unit in the game. But it's kind of worth it for how good they are. Right, good, I can get another couple of iron mines up now. Even more money coming in from the iron. Again, I'm not going to really bother with any more quarries, although I could probably get another ox tether to service that quarry, because there's stones piling up there where they're at full capacity on the little block. Right. Right, I probably have enough horse archers now to go and wipe out one of the bottom guys. 68 horse archers, that should do it. If I put them about there, they can still keep his castle sort of completely occupied while hitting all the rest of the other guys coming out the other castles. And let's get an engineers guild up for some fun. But yeah, the interesting thing, Hype, about that Russian dosimeter, I can't remember if I said in the video, but when it reads out the radiation, it says Rontgen. Even though I don't understand Russian, I can hear the word Rontgen in it, even though it's actually in microsieverts, the dose on it. So it's telling you a completely different form of dosage from what it's actually what shall I build to be a dick? Let's get a load of fire ballistas again, because they're always fun. Why didn't you go into your little building block thing? Because the fire ballistas are blocking from getting there. Oh, cool. Okay, yeah, I'll do that then. But yeah, long press the mode button. Okay, thank you. But yeah, I just found it funny that it's actually the voice says Rontgens regardless of if you're on microsievert or not. But yeah, I might then, just because the voice says Rontgens, have it in Rontgen mode, just because yeah. Otherwise, it's a bit weird having it say one thing and you know, be reading another. Shall I just swarm in with monks again? I don't know if there's actually a shortcut key for the cathedral. Is there any problem with it? I suppose would it might let me assign a shortcut to it. If I do Control 5, no, you can't, because it's a building, you can't assign shortcut key to it like you can command groups or troops, but whatever. Oh, I'm not at 100% ale coverage anymore, that's not good. Let's build another inn there. Then I'll be at 100% ale coverage when this innkeeper gets the barrel in ready. There we go, population coverage 100%. Right, good. Let's just get a siege tower for shits and giggles for a tiny little shit castle like this. Oh no, I didn't. Never mind. I was going to put the thing against that wall. Come back here a second so I can put the siege tower up. Yeah, there we go. Now, there we go. Right, time for even more horse archers. And we've got an entire siege industry down here now, like siege army ready. Oh, I've got the map still in like the original old retro level of zoom in. There we go. Yeah, very calm as you're being exposed to like liquefying body amounts of radiation. I keep forgetting I could build a tunnelers guild and then you can just beat people to death with tunnelers. How much is a tunnel? Like 30 gold, yeah. does the Tunnelers Guild have a shortcut key for it? Let me just have a look at the hotkeys a moment, because I want to see if there's a hotkey for the Cathedral. I don't think there is. Or a hotkey for the Tunnelers Guild. Keep, Marketplace, Signpost, Barracks, Mercenary Post, Bedouin, Stockade, Granary, Armory, Engineers Guild. Tunnelers Guild is T, okay. I thought I pressed T, or maybe that was because it was so obvious I didn't do it. Yeah, alright. Send my monks into that side. Oh, that wasn't the front of it. And the reason they're tunnelers, by the way, just because it's not going to be obvious what I'm doing at the moment, is that they make these tunnels and then they suicide the unit to literally undermine an enemy structure. Yeah, exactly. I think as well, with the DP2 source, because it's totally saturating the meter, it's actually saying it's higher radiation than it is, but that's again a thing I like on Geigers, that when what was I going to say, what I really like on Geigers like that is that if they have oversaturated, that rather than just stopping working, they actually just give you the max readout it could possibly be on the screen. Because again, like with right, that's that one dealt with. Oh, against Saladin, a dangerous opponent, right? Oh, and this looks like a really good map as well. Okay. Let's get a really big stockpile to start with. The granary, I'm going to do bread again, but this bit here I'm going to put some apple farms on just so I have some initial food production while I set up the sort of wheat and everything else. Right, so I need some housing now. Let's put those right at the top. Right. I definitely will want some defences because it's Saladin I'm fighting. But for the time being, I'm just going to build a wall, even though you can go around it, because it's put one in a good position. Then I will get some iron mining going on in a moment. As soon as actually, yeah, let's buy a load of wood in quick, because we're fighting Saladin. Actually, I might even just get some mercs up quick, because of the fact that while they cost a lot, if he attacks me with all of his initial amount of gold, I want to be ready, because yeah, I really like in Stronghold the AI doesn't cheat either. If you start wiping out their economy, they can never financially recover from it. Whereas in a lot of RTS games, the AI just like make money out of nowhere. So what is nice in this is if I click that, I can see he's currently got 196 gold and 28 men. He'll like get gold as he does stuff like I do, like selling stuff or buying stuff in, you know. So as he buys troops, his gold goes down on that. That he won't be able to magic money out of anything. which is why this is one of probably my favourite RTS games, because it's actually fair. The harder AIs are basically designed around the fact they build more competent castles and use better units, and know how to run a better economy. Whereas obviously so many RTS games just go down the route of oh, if the harder AI just cheats more and like generates more money and troops out of its arse. Right, so good. There's those. My population's at 50, but I've got quite a lot of people sat around doing fuck all at the moment, so I'm not going to run out of peasants anytime soon. My woodcutters are all doing their job and decimating those trees. I might even be able to have space for the wheat farms right at the back there once they've chopped those down. Or do I want to expand that into my orchard? I might not even bother going down bread this map, actually. If I can get enough apple farms at the back, I'll just get my money mostly from iron. Right, so now what I can do is, because again, like I said, the auto sell is such a nice feature in the this version of the game. Put the iron to auto sell, so as soon as iron gets to my stockpile, it gets sold. Let's get about 2 quarries up. And a load of ox tethers, so I can very easily, start getting stone to finish my wall off. But they haven't quite chopped enough trees away at the back yet to make enough farmland. Right. As soon as my next big batch of wood comes in, I might as well build some more woodcutters over there. I can build the woodcutters now. Ready. Start cutting down those trees in that area, and I want more iron mines because iron is such a good money maker in this, just as a raw good. Yeah, I'll build some more slum housing in a minute, mate. And that way they should be spaced so all of them have an access point. Right, okay, I've got more stone coming in now, so how far can I build this wall before it says I hit the map boundary? To from Newcastle there, okay, so I should be able to go this way, I think. Although there's some trees there I'll need to get rid of first, so I'm going to get another big bunch of Arabian bowmen in, put them on this corner, and then once those trees are chopped down I'll finish the wall off there. So I better put some woodcutters down here so they focus on the trees there. Right. Oh, here we go. Alright. Whereabouts am I under attack? Ah, here we go, yeah. So good. Only probing or horse archers at the moment. He's not trying too hard yet. Alright, lots of wood coming in now, so I ought to make my own arms industry probably. Spam regular archers. I am going to need to make more apple farms as soon as I can build on that land. There we go. Good, my guys have done their job there. So that's more apples coming in from that direction. Can just about cram one wheat farm there, so I might as well set up a mill and a couple of bakeries anyway. Right, how are they doing chopping down the trees on that side? Right, good. I might as well put a little small access gate there so the woodcutters can get those trees that are just outside the wall there. Yeah, now if I build a barracks, I need some more housing now. That's going alright. Right, I might as well put some wall stairs in various areas of my walls as well, so they don't have to run all the way to the gatehouses to get up each of the sides. Right, okay, so I just need to finish my castle wall off in this area, don't I? Yeah, again, I'm going to have to start cutting back this way with the wall again now. That was a tree there blocking me from making the full section of wall I wanted there. Yeah, a couple of trees. But, right, good. Enclosed keep, meaning that they have to get through the wall or over it to actually get to me now. Actually, can I put the rally point for the archers on the wall itself? Oh, cool, I can. So if I do that, when I buy archers in, they should by default try and find a place on the wall. And that doesn't work very well. Okay, I'll just put the rally point behind the wall then for them. I'm full of apples again by just having that one extra farm there. Anyway, let's put a mill up. And then about 5 bakeries. I might as well expand my granary after that. Yeah, have a good time. Like I said, or good sleep. Like I said, I've had a bit of a cold and that, but thankfully I'm getting over that now. I think just because it's probably been so hot and you know, been working long hours, it's probably sort of knocked my immune system down a bit. But at least it's cooled down a little bit, and sort of, yeah. Although I'll be busy next week, I don't think it's going to be as bad. At least it's not going to be as such hot weather. Yeah. Anyway, have a good night, evening, night. Right, good. So there's pretty much nowhere they can come at me now. The stone I will set to auto sell off at about 66, whatever. Just so that way I always have enough stone to do wall repairs and make more towers. But I'm going to put the rally point now just outside my gate with my archers, so the oh, he's doing a first proper attack, so he's getting horse archers ready and swordsmen. Okay. I'm going to get a load of pole turners, and then also set the spears to auto sell, say over 40. That way I can still what's the word for it? Make spearmen if I actually want them, but. Right, that way I'm at least going to start making an impact on all that wood I'm getting. I know I can auto sell it over a certain point, but it's worth more to sell as spears. Let's do the same thing with the bows. Tell them to auto sell, let's say over 30. Might as well expand the armory by 2 squares as well. Right, time to get a cathedral, church, and a load of chapels, because why not? Get some religious happiness. Get rid of the woodcutters' huts actually that are here now, because I'll just keep building woodcutters' huts closer to trees as and when I need them. Right, and I want to get an engineers guild up, and then no, Stronghold Crusader Definitive Edition. So came out yesterday, but the game's originally from 2002. If you like Age of Empires, you'll really like this. It's a combination of a city builder and an RTS, so you actually have to put a lot more complexity into sort of how you plan your buildings, the production lines and everything. I'm amazed how well, what just call it, the apple orchards are actually doing on this map, and how many I don't actually have that many here. Now if the granary's full, I guess I can put more those rations up, and then I can put taxes up. Still get a +7 popularity bonus. Anyway, let's build a load of fire ballistas. So yeah, let's really start hurting his economy now. He's got eight and a half grand. I bet I can start lowering that quite quickly. Just keep moving the fire ballistas up. Oh, his mangonels are shooting now. Let's move a bit closer up to get in range of those. Let's just keep on the offensive and keep being annoying for him. Better give the spearman an actual rally point. Doing more fire ballistas as well. So that was I for Engineers Guild, yep. Definitely more fire ballistas. How's he doing for money now? Yeah, he's lost about half his cash from the saturation of having to keep buying in troops, what I'm doing to him. I ought to probably just keep getting more and more engineers up and just keep up the fire ballista pressure. You know, and I ought to get some dairy farms just simply for the fun of launching cows at him. Set some of his farmland on fire again. So as our next one start flanking around one side of the castle. Yeah, probably that left one as I'm already there. Right, let's knock out his iron mines. Or knock out his good things over there. Do they get destroyed one by one, or do they actually catch fire, the good things? They just get destroyed one by one. German ballista up there that's killing off my ones, but at least this is the destruction of his Right, good. Now let's get another load of siege engineers ready. House in burning range now. Yeah, good. Quarries that need burning as well. And more iron mines to incinerate. Good. Need to just keep the pressure on that side to deal with his ballistas. Once they're down, he's not got much in the way of defences left. Right, let's move in on his ballistas. How close do I need to get? They've got really long range on those. There you go, finally. Right, then we'll move the ones on that side up to there. Well, at least his castle's burning down now. I think it's time for the kill. That side's still needing a bit more of a battering. Right, if I get my archers then down there. Just try and keep them wide of the fire so they don't burn themselves. Move the fire ballistas here up to there. Now I won't be able to destroy that building, so can go launching cows into his base though. Don't know if plague actually affects them when they're on top of buildings. We'll get the guys that are in front of his keep if I land them there. Anyway, I might as well just get all a load of spearmen ready then, because I've got spears at availability. Let's get a siege tower up, and get the archers onto the wall as well. To actually need for a tower, so like 5 or something. Yep. unsurprisingly well. Oh, this mission, this will be a weird one, because I'm with the rat, who is useless. Saladin is dangerous, because he's the one I just fought, but he's with Sultan, who is pretty crap as well, a bit better than the rat. So, yeah, this should be an interesting one. It's one where I've got won't need any, sort of good food production things. Just lots of woodcutters and, I can just put apple orchards everywhere on all this oasis grass. Right, okay, so I'll put the game to full speed again in a minute. Where's the rat on my team? So the enemy one's there. Ah, good, the rat's kind of in a position behind me anyway, so I'm not really going to have to, what was he? Where did I see the rat? The rat's there. Yeah, yeah, I might have to send troops to help the rat out. Okay, anyway, let's slow the game down again a little bit, just so I can get my initial stuff going on. Right, so I want a key. I'll also get a mercenary post. Just going to build a gatehouse there and put troops on it in a minute. Alright, I need housing, that would help. Okay, let's go back up to proper speed. So, use my market and sell off the stuff I don't need at the moment. I will probably want the wood stone later. So let's get up an armory here. Off those hops as well, those are the ale. But I will buy in, just to start with, a load of bows, seeing as I can afford to. And I'm expecting him to start getting a lot of stuff ready near the beginning, because of the huge, yeah, look, he's already sending stuff up there. Because of the huge, sort of starting goods thing. I didn't realise he had that many starting goods, actually. Yeah, it was 10,000, not 1,000. I wasn't looking hard enough. Right, let's send a load of archers over to the rat's base, just so he doesn't get wiped out straight away. Right, okay, so sell off the wheat now. So I'm not going to use that. And then keep getting archers in. I'll build a bit of more of an eastern wall, because if the Sultan starts aggroing on me. Oh, he is doing that, right, okay. I was going to say good timing then, because if he's coming, he is going to come from that angle, so I might as well. The Sultan I might wipe out using nothing but horse archers, actually, when, and I've got the funds to do it. Well, I've sort of got the funds already. I want to put a ballista on there. Get an engineer's guild. Get rid of his troops on there. I'm going to need the ballista up there now. Oh, he's sending assassins. But luckily I spotted him, I think. But yeah, he does send assassins because he's a Saladin. Yeah, abandon siege equipment and then you slow men. I'll build some steps. Just because the gate will close if they keep getting close to it anyway. Right. Yeah, I definitely need to get more Fletcher's workshops up now, considering how much wood I've got. Some more apple orchards as soon as I can place them in the gaps in the trees. There we go, there's one. Another one. How much of their money have they burnt through then, the AIs yet? Saladin's actually blown all of his money, so that's good to know. Sultan hasn't used much yet, but he's not got a particularly impressive army. So yeah, the good thing is Saladin's at least probably overspent early on. Actually, yeah, this is a map where I really ought to put an auto sell limit on for the wood. Just because of the fact that there's so many trees that can be cut down. Well, my granaries will have to put my rations up then, and put my taxes up a little bit. So the bit of wall I've got is quite well defended. Okay, so I'm going to start sending fire ballistas over to that guy's side in a minute. Your master's a retard. Or word I shouldn't use on YouTube or whatever. It sounds like he says blows hard towards your cum. So I've got wood on auto sell. Let's put auto buy on for stone and have it to about 50, so I can always just keep affording to buy sort of build gatehouses and things. There's not even enough room there for a gatehouse. So I'll extend my wall a bit. Right, okay, so what's working well there is they are trapped on both, sort of, you know, my base doesn't seem like they're going to really push much to my base, is what I'm trying to say, so get that fully up. Right, okay, let's focus now on just engineer spamming at the, there's some more houses actually, say engineers spamming against the Sultan. Fire ballistas. Right, let's first send them down this side and destroy his quarries. We can't even get any stone coming in. Assuming my men are going to be dealing with all that stuff over there absolutely fine. Yep. I think I'm going to be just fine, mate. Don't know what you're on about. Right, okay. More engineers. Now send in the ballistas. We'll soon be able to knock him out. Okay, so good. That's him being hit there. Let's do some other ballistas in a bit of a better position for firing. Let's get the ladders up. Right, okay. And then take the wall. Send the next wave in. Some of them actually exposed to Saladin's fire there, aren't they? But oh well. Stick them all to this side of the wall. Then we can worry about Saladin in a moment. I think with Saladin, what I'm going to try and do is see if I can start getting on his side, what you call them, mangonels on my walls, and just start sort of artillery bombarding him. That makes sense when I do it. People haven't played this game before. Anyway, he's going to be dead anyway in a minute, the Sultan, so that's... How close can I build towers to him? It's going to be pretty much the boundary there, okay. Right, let's move my archers from spawn point to there now. Yeah, so what he's doing with his mangonels, I'm going to do with mine. But move those guys back a bit. Actually, move even further back. Probably not actually a very good angle to attack from that one anyway, so I'll attack him more. Because anyway, start bombarding him first. So all the archers there. Let's get up on those towers to begin with. Moving up those, what I want to do first is deal with his, right, she's not actually hitting there, is it? The blister he's trying to shoot. So that's like the outer boundary of where I can put it there. Okay, so what I want to start doing anyway is, let's move my archers up to that one a minute. trying to get the ballistas in range of whatever's shooting at them. It's got, yeah, it's one of his ballistas there, isn't it? The other one on that tower I'm wanting to take out anyway. My main plan isn't doing anything with these mangonels anyway. Sorry, this is anyway. It's starting mangonels in those towers. Right, so these archers here can actually move off of here a minute, because I need the space on those towers. So then, what I want to start doing is this: mangonel, mangonel. Set my engineer's spawn point to back here. Then start using mangonels on the tower to just start bombarding him with rocks. Right, where's the furthest, closest to him I can hit? About there. So then you start doing this. He is basically as annoying as possible. So now, yeah, he's taking constant, sort of almost like artillery fire from the mangonels. I wonder if I can destroy that there. Yeah, I know the gunner is full. You have to keep telling me. I'd already have the mercenary post out then. Right, well, let's see first. Get some slaves. Take out his things there, and I want to see if I can build more towers there. Can I build a tower there? Yes! Okay, cool. Right, that's what I wanted to do. So, now, connect that to the rest of my base there. Get another mangonel up on that one. Man, that mangonel. Start repeating the same procedure. Ah, that mangonel's not doing anything at the moment. Why isn't he shooting? Okay, so I'm just going to refresh the chat in case it's broken, because I haven't seen any messages in ages, but I think most people have probably hopped off. But yeah, so what I'm going to do now anyway is start doing the same with this mangonel. What's the closest to him I can start shooting there? And then we're just basically repeating that same process. So we're just kind of bombarding him non-stop with mangonels. I assume that is still the closest to him I can build, yeah, because the trees there are what are stopping me expanding. Yeah, that's being very annoying for him at least. He's basically got no money, but he's got 129 men. So what I'm going to start doing now, because I'm doing quite well for money, Oh, the armory's full as well. What was I making? Just bows, wasn't I? Yeah. I'm not going to bother with regular archers now, so let's set the bows just to sell at 1. There we go. And then let's build nothing but horse archers. And I can build a load more apple farms now, even though I don't need them. But and when I've got enough horsemen ready, I will just sort of send loads of horsemen in to finish the job. Why is he shooting over there? Is it because I've got the ladder in there? But yeah, this is what Mangonel's shooting. It's not really doing anything over there. What was that achievement? Kill 10,000 units. Meanie. I think there was one to eventually get 1,000,000 units, which I did in the other stronghold. So yeah, they probably added the same style achievements to this one. Right, anyway, 140 horses. Let's just do a little save scum here, just in case I lose them all doing something stupid, but should be right. Right, 140 archers. Just go in about there, so they're not right in the way of where my rocks are going. There we go. Yeah, I think that's most of his stuff pretty effectively penned in. So now if we just start, what do you call it, sort of volley firing over the wall. And I'll get even more. Once this match finishes, I'll end the stream, by the way, because I've been on probably haven't I over an hour. Yeah, hour and 40 minutes. Right, you should be down to just a few men now. You get 14 men, so that will be guys basically just all around there in the castle. Now, for the safety reasons of my men, I will stop those ballistas from firing. There you go. Get even more horse archers ready. Saladin's slowly getting peppered to death anyway there. But if I bring up, I'll just build a tunnel. Oh no, I've got the Merc post, haven't I? Just bring up some assassins. And then, or I could just get the ladder. Oh no, but horses can't climb ladders. Or even the rats going in now to start chipping away in. Maybe I won't even need those assassins. I'll stop them firing now because my assassins are there. There we go. Ten to 1 kill to death ratio basically. The rat got a surprising amount of gold for his profile, but I suppose that's because I was sort of doing all of his military stuff for him in a sense. Right, what would be the next battle I'm going to do now? Against 3 pigs, so this would be actually quite a difficult one. But, yeah, anyway, have a good evening, everybody. I will hopefully get a chance to do a stream tomorrow. Might do a camera one if I'm feeling up to it and my cold's gone a bit more. Right, see you all. Goodbye. I'll just figure out